Okay.
I'm
Hey,
just telling you how I feel.
are we really live?
Yes, we're
Oh,
really
but my
live.
God. So apparently we've had some major technical difficulties. And if we don't look nearly as good as we normally do on a Saturday night, it's simply because, well, I don't know, we can't get the damn camera to sync up with the computer or the browser.
No, the thing is the camera's working. OBS, I upgraded to the latest OBS.
That was your first mistake.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And then OBS had a glitch, and then the camera had a glitch.
Yeah. And so, we're coming to the old-fashioned way. So it's 7:08 on Saturday night, September 17th. And this is Saturday Night Live with your hosts, Zach and Ray from...
I don't want to do this.
Stop it. From the
No,
worldwide...
I don't. You know what? We're going to respect that. I'm flustered by the camera not working. We'll
Why don't we take a vote from the audience and see what they think? There's only
Right,
64. There's only 64 people watching anyway, whatever it is. What do you folks think?
You know what? That's a condescending comment. If there was one person watching, we should still you are Mr. Views now. It is going to your head. No, it is. It is. Isn't his comment? It's going to his head.
Isn't that the whole point of YouTube?
No.
I thought the whole point of YouTube was views. What do I know? My life was so much simpler before you introduced me to YouTube. I had no idea what it was. So, roll with the punches.
We should do something different tonight. Can we not do? All right, fine. We will say car market. I titled tonight Car Market Recession 2023.
Really?
Yeah, because you know what I saw?
No.
And then you know what? We're not going to do a normal stream. We're not going to do a normal stream tonight. We're going to do something different.
Okay. See,
we're gonna count to 1,000 or something. And whoever screws up has to eat a cake pop. I don't know. We're going to do something. Someone in the chat suggests something strange.
Okay.
Car dealership guy.
Yeah.
This is from today.
Yeah.
At least 2 major auto lenders have started aggressively purging dealer partners over the past 2 weeks. Here's what no one is talking about.
I'm waiting.
Over the past 2 to 3 years, the car business has been so strong that dealer loan portfolios were buoyed.
Yes.
By large volumes of new originations. But now the party's over.
What time did it end?
Dealers are no longer originating new loans at record volumes, leaving the older loans to, quote, fend for themselves. Naturally, this is starting to create dispersion in dealer loan performance. But there's more.
Tell me.
You'd think purging dealers is common practice, right?
Wrong.
It typically only happens when a small subsect of underperformers. Bottom line, lenders are tightening fast. We'll see a lot more of this over the next 3 to 6 months. I thanked Guy Dealership 8 hours ago. Pops, we are seeing.
Yeah.
What is this? Purging of loans and what does this mean?
Wasn't there a movie recently called The Purge?
What does this mean?
I'll be damned if I know. I guess I don't know. This is a new one on me. I guess some of these lenders have pretty much had it with some of these dealers, and either they're going to stop originating loans for them because maybe their portfolios are a tad bit out of whack, or maybe they just suspect that their portfolios going forward are going to be a tad bit out of whack. What's that?
Justice asked, "Where's that YouTube plaque?" Can't believe we have 100,000 subscribers.
No, we don't. We have 236,000.
You Mr. Freaking Numbers, man. Mr. Numbers.
Even if it was deals my whole life. All I did was work numbers. What do you expect? Oh my God. You can see me. Oh my God, it's mirror. It's a mirror.
How about this ongoing game for tonight, since we're thank you guys. Thank you. Ongoing game tonight during the stream for whoever sticks around. Name a random object and I'll see if I have it here in the office and we'll bring it on.
And then what do they get if we actually have it in the office?
We'll call you because audio is working normally tonight. We can make calls. We can't receive calls, but we can make calls. We'll call you. You'll have to Instagram DM me your phone number. We'll call you. Yeah, because we got headphones. Yeah, we'll call you. I don't know. We might call you. It's a very unprofessional stream.
I would suggest that we give them some type of merch. I understand these.
We don't have merch. We're changing the freaking name, and you want to give people merch?
Well, I don't know. I'm looking over to my right, and there's a poop ton of YAA coffee mugs. That
soon to be collector's items.
That someday could be a collector's item and might be worth something. So why don't we, and maybe we could even wash them before we send them out.
Potentially.
Yeah. Why don't we do that?
Thoughts?
Who who would like one of these fine. Let me get one.
Yeah, you can grab one.
One of these fine YAA mugs. It's a fine YAA mug.
Be careful.
I'm fine. Okay, it's got cork on the bottom. It was made by Chinese women working underwater.
What the?
Why? It was made in
One
China.
second. 1 second.
It was made in China.
Stop.
What?
Stop.
Oh, God. You can have no fun in this life anymore.
All right. How can you see a car market recession when less than 48 hours ago you showed how every manufacturer is producing 1/4 the car? Yeah, Joel, that's a great question. Let me explain to you why.
Okay.
Partly informed, honestly. We're switching gears. We're going back to being informative. Days supply 30% higher for used vehicles than it was a year ago. We are starting to see. I looked up at the freaking camera, man. There's no camera on.
Well, no, it's right here.
I know.
Yeah.
We're starting to see supply increase, not because of new cars coming into the market, but because demand is weakening.
Demand has softened for these overpriced, overvalued pre-owned cars, which one would assume should have dealers thinking about adjusting their pricing structure on their current used car inventory. And if they don't want to just lower the price per se, more of them should be amenable to negotiating the price that they have listed.
But this is why I think there's like a recession coming next year. I don't see any reason why we're going to see supply not continue to increase slowly, but to continue to increase. What consumer is like, oh, thank you, Mr. Powell. Let me go get an even more expensive loan. And then we're seeing tweets from Car Dealership Guy and others. We know that the financing on the dealer end is also getting tighter too. So I think it's a pretty logical. It's a logical title for tonight's show. I would not be surprised if there's a recession where quarter over quarter for multiple quarters in a row, you see car sales down, you see prices depreciate again. We've already seen in the wholesale market a full quarter of used car depreciation.
I'll do my best to say it correctly. Yes, we have seen it in the wholesale sector, and I would think should expect to continue to see that for the foreseeable future. Everybody from dealer principals on down to the consumers know that used cars have been overpriced for months, and we said 15, 16, 17 months ago, the amount of increases in the value of these used cars that we saw was not really sustainable, and I think we reached the apex to where everybody is becoming more in aligned with that thinking that it just cannot continue that way.
Please work. Oh, no green screen, but now we're up there.
Yeah, look at that. Oh my God, you feel better now? No. Me too. Can I show him the mug?
No, you made an offensive comment. You don't
I take it back. I mean,
that's not how it works. You taught me that.
It's the mug. I just want to show them what they can win.
I will mute you.
You can't mute me. Just show them what they can win.
I don't know how you win this.
Well, send it to them.
How? You're adding work to my workload where I now have to reach out to people, get addresses, figure out, send it to them.
Tell them to send their information to me, and I'll take care of it.
JoinYAA.com. His cell phone number.
Don't you dare. I don't publish my cell phone number.
Yeah, your son does, though.
Oh, okay, cool.
Mute me.
Okay. Sure, 602.
No, stop. No, that's bad. Yeah.
But my point is, if we have a winner of some kind for whatever it is, I'll send them one of these mugs because they are about to become collector's items. Because I'm pretty sure if you're changing the damn name of the company, we're not going to continue to order these.
We are changing the name of the company, and yeah, tonight's live stream does need shots. Can we do asking for permission from the chat? Can we just do a live stream one night where it's not car related? Could we just do that? Because that would be quite fun. I would just love to hang out with you on camera. I think that would be enjoyable.
And talk about what?
I don't know, life.
Sure, whatever you want to do. You know, I'm available 7 days a week. Yeah,
you are.
I am.
So I do want
live
to.
closer
I do
now.
want to talk about one thing, and I would love. Cool.
Yeah.
Andrea says yes. Would love to. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like just
Yeah.
hanging out. Yeah. Let's do watches. Yeah, like you have 25 watches.
Yeah, but I only wear one at a time. But I could bring all 25 of them in. Yeah, I have 25 watches because I figure, well, the more watches I have, the more time I'll have left. But I don't think it really quite works like that. But I'm hopeful.
Oh, and Justice says yes and invite the auto. Yeah, 100%. We will invite the team. Yeah, we can just have like a live hangout. That'd be Igor has 86 watches.
Oh my
Jeez
God,
Louise.
Igor!
You stopped because you.
I stopped because I mean, what the hell am I doing with them all? There's not enough. There's almost not enough days in the month. There's some that I haven't worn in over a year.
25 watches, typical car dealer. Not a single one of your watches is worth what more than. I mean, you maybe have like two that are worth a couple thousand.
I have two that are worth some money. The Cartier.
Yeah, that's
Santos,
a nice watch.
That's worth some money.
Yeah.
Now you need to understand, I didn't buy that.
Yeah.
I won that in a contest from Acura. And I have a Citizen watch that's was a limited edition. So I don't know how limited edition it was, but it was relatively expensive. It was like $700.
Yeah.
But
we're not talking about like.
Yeah, I mean, my watches are I think the technical term.
Oh, I used to have that watch.
Yeah, the technical term is cheap ass watches. Here's one. This is one of my favorites.
I got this one as a birthday gift.
Well, you got this brand. You got one with multiple time zones.
We're gonna answer this. We'll answer this so that we do some car related stuff tonight.
Yes. So this is
Here, I'll get you.
This is a Tourgoing, and it's blue carbon fiber and a blue band.
Get your face out of here.
And it's 45 millimeters wide, and it's really and it's got the best luminous hands of any of the watches I have. Okay, I mean these light up at night, and you can see them. But yeah, I have some watches I've never ever worn.
Again, if you want us, just name something and I'll see if we can find it here in the office. This could be a fun game. Pops, urban, fragrance, and jewelry. Two things that you need. What are
the fragrance portion for sure?
I need that.
The jewelry.
Laura told me I smelled last night and I was offended.
Well, you probably did.
I got home from a bike ride and I didn't shower.
Well, what do you think?
What are your guys' top 3 picks for reliable mid-size pickup trucks? I don't even know if I can name 3 mid-size pickup trucks.
A mid-size pickup truck. Toyota Tacoma.
Yeah, the Tacoma. Canyon is the GMC Canyon midsize, or that's small.
Yeah, maybe the Honda Ridgeline.
Happy birthday, Kimberly! Happy birthday, Kimberly Klein. Her birthday today. Happy birthday! Kimberly.
I did send her a nice birthday text today.
Ridgeline, yep, good call on the Ridgeline.
Yeah. And not being a truck guy, I have no idea.
I'd go Toyota then.
Oh, I did the top.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I'd go Toyota.
Toyota or Honda.
Yeah.
But when it comes to, midsize, I don't know. The Maverick.
Got your attention smarter than both of you.
Okay. I like that.
Does Dad remember Tropical Storm Sandy and what that does to a normal car market?
Well, I do remember Tropical Storm Sandy. I mean, it destroyed parts of New York City and upstate New Jersey.
Yeah, it did.
And there were I forget how many Highline cars that were destroyed by flood. And yeah, I mean that anytime there's a natural disaster where there's a poop ton of cars that are lost due to the natural disaster, yeah, it impacts the market. And then unfortunately, some of those flood cars that were totaled out by insurance companies end up making their way back to the market when they shouldn't.
Oh, yeah. We've got a couple things, actually. Jeff Wines here down in Florida they're going after. There's a class action suit against some dealers right now about lease buyout fees. So we'll talk about that in a little bit.
The fees they're not allowed to charge, but they're charging customers in Florida.
Huge shout out
Yes,
to Melissa in our community. She sent this
to me
as a birthday gift to my dad last year.
Yeah, on my 70th birthday.
70th birthday,
Yes.
a special die cut Mini Countryman.
Yes,
Really, really incredible gift, Melissa. We also had Stig send you an awesome Penske book.
yes.
Last year, we've received
Yes.
some really thoughtful
That
gifts.
was this year.
Yep, Stig sent that this
Was
year.
that
Really thoughtful.
yeah.
All right. We will do questions. Let's do questions as
Yeah.
well. From Jude. Would anyone approve me with only income as my Social Security disability, which doesn't leave any for a down payment on my FICO is only 610, then I can work DoorDash?
My supposition would be no. I hate to say it, Jude, but that's well below their minimum earnings that you would have to have in order to qualify for some type of loan.
I'm gonna mention it now. If you ask questions in the chat and we aren't able to get to it, the community forum is free. Or actually, I haven't talked to you about this yet. And Justice, I haven't even talked to you about this yet. But Mario and I were chatting last week. I think Jude, no.
Come on, you only
can't.
bring in $998 a month. Don't give us $5. Gee,
Dude.
how can I give you 10?
Yeah, how can we?
Please.
If you ever see the messages, the comments and stuff where it's like, WhatsApp me, those are spam. Please mark those as spam. But
Yes.
Jude, please tell us how we can give you $10. We don't need that.
And those spam messages.
Yeah.
I mean, I spend probably in excess of an hour every
marking
day
them as spam, yeah.
marking them as spam, removing them from the channel, reporting.
Yeah.
Not that it does any good. And the thing that I can't figure out, okay, because YouTube is part of a bigger company, ABC. No, Google. Alphabet. The Alphabet company. Google. They're part of Google, correct? And they have a lot of money. So
You just said YouTube is for ABC.
Yeah, well, Alphabet.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
Alphabet,
love
yeah.
you.
Why can't they figure out how to prevent that? I mean, it's not like they don't take 60% of the earnings.
Yeah, did you know that when we run ads on videos and we can't even turn them off? You literally can't even turn them off.
Yeah.
They make 60%.
Yeah. So and they it's not like their engineers don't know. Well, that's a scam. Oh, there's why can't they do something about it?
Thank you, All Terrain Nation. Keep up the fun. Yeah, we're having fun. Almost 3 years in, we're having fun. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. At exactly 3 years, I'm going to stop having fun.
Fair enough. Pops, I was going to mention community forum.
Yes.
So if you go to the community forum, let me share it up on the screen. If you go to the community forum right now, and Justice, we're going to talk about this at the team meeting on Wednesday, but also in general, Justice, I'll message you after tonight's show.
Cool.
Right now, there's some premium sections.
Yes.
Where you have to be a paid member.
Yes.
We're gonna get rid of that.
And I was going to say, knowing you're just going to make it.
Yeah, we're gonna make it free.
Okay, very cool.
So if you're part of the YAA community right now, and there's 3,000 people that are paid members, that's awesome.
Yeah.
They can come in here and they get their deals reviewed. They get lots of help. I mean, Space is incredible. The whole team is incredible. But Space is the community champion. We're making it free. So please join. Please ask your questions here. We're trying the best we can. And if you can answer questions, please answer questions, because then you can become a community champion and maybe you'll get a mug.
So here's a question for you. Why would anybody join that? I mean, why would anybody pay for a membership? What I can think of any number of reasons, but one of the reasons was you got the premium services in the community forum.
Thank you, John. We're launching a brand new membership. You can actually check it out. Let me pop the link in the chat.
Did you get any feedback from that yesterday?
We haven't really gotten any feedback yet, which I'm kind of disappointed. So if a few people could click on that link, it's in the top of the description, and share your feedback in the chat, please. Please, please, please. We're launching a whole new membership. It'll be December, November, but we're working in that direction. So
okay.
Please consider linking. Yeah, George, the community. Yeah, okay. Thank you. I hear you, George. That makes sense.
Yes, that does make sense.
We had a question.
Is that? Could you pull up George's name again?
Car Edge coming soon. That's the new name's going to be Car Edge.
It was Probert.
Give me
It's
a second.
French.
I don't know. Where'd George's comment go?
I don't know. There.
Probert?
Well, are you French Canadian? Would that be Probert?
It's just Probert.
Well, I just remember a hockey player whose last name
Look
was
at that.
PRO.
Look at that. Kevin Bryson. Became a paid member to live chat with the auto experts. Totally worth it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate that. You get good data. You get experts. It's
you.
good.
Yes.
Car edge ... What does that mean? Do you hate it? Do you not like it? I don't know. If you don't like it, then don't tell me.
No, you
You'll
can
get
tell.
grandfathered. You'll get grandfathered then, Darren. So you don't have to worry about that. Pro Red Wings. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Hey. He was a hockey player for the Red Wings.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Lease or buy or wait until next year. Cute dog.
Well,
What
you
are you
don't want
doing?
to lease right now because
Leasing is a bad deal.
The lease incentives from the manufacturers are horrible at the moment. And if you're going to buy, don't buy for a penny more than the MSRP if you can find a dealer that will sell you a vehicle at MSRP. But if you're looking at a Stellantis product, you better be paying less than MSRP.
Yeah, I think. I think if I was in this category, I'd just wait till next year.
Yeah.
I think prices are going to continue to go down. Did you
Well,
see
not
Dan?
on new cars, I don't think.
I think for like some of the Stellantis products, I think they'll continue to go
Oh
down.
yeah, the Stellantis products, but you know, it'll be a while. I mean, Toyota said it's going to be a year before, you know, they get back to producing the number of cars that they want to produce.
I don't know if
And
Toyotas
obviously
are
Honda's having their issues, and
all right, let me send this to myself. Oh, I've got a copy. Okay, so I can just do. We, and by we I mean me.
Yeah.
I answered this question. Who did I answer it for, Pops?
CNBC.
Who's that owned by?
NBC.
There it
Comcast.
is. Just checking.
Infinity. Can you get them to improve my internet service at my condo?
Should you buy a car in 2022? Here's what consumers need to know to beat high vehicle prices. Written by Brent Holzer.
Yeah,
Holzhauser. Sorry, Brett.
Holzhauer.
You scroll down.
Yeah.
Boom, baby. The YAA community represented.
Yes. Look at that. Zach Shefska, co-founder and CEO of YAA, an advocacy website for car buyers, says you should wait to buy a car since prices are going to remain high due to low inventory.
And then,
yes.
For new cars, it's going to be a while.
Yes.
Track car prices aggressively before you buy. First, Shefska recommends doing some solid research on the car you like and searching for similar vehicles that have recently sold in your area. The more research you do, the more you will feel confident when you step into a dealership. If your father worked in the industry, also leverage him. You can find free tools to do this.
Everybody is
on websites such as YAA Car Gurus and Cars. See, CarEdge is going to fit there so much better.
Yeah.
On websites such as CarEdge, Car Gurus, and Cars.com.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Very
Shefska
cool.
also said used car prices have been dropping since the start of the summer and may continue to fall. I did tell Brett multiple times, the bubble has burst. The bubble is. He said, nah, man. Nah.
It has not. Yeah.
According to Shefska.
He wasn't falling for that clickbait crap anymore.
He wasn't.
Yeah, nobody is anymore.
He strongly recommends that shoppers track down vehicles that have been sitting out on the car lot for more than 60 days. The longer the car sits there, the more incentivized the dealership becomes to sell. We're getting some mainstream press.
We are. You are.
So thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Very nicely done.
All right.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you, Ben.
Yeah.
We've got Andrea saying, will the current plan exist or are you changing it from premium to plus? Yeah, we're going to plus. So the whole idea with plus is that you're going to get discounts. We've negotiated discounts on repairs and maintenance. I had a great call with Spiffy on Friday, the car wash company and the detail company. We're negotiating a discount with Spiffy. Like across the board, we're trying to do discounts plus the coaching. That's like the whole idea with the membership. Let's see here. What I'm asking for is for the $120 annual membership. I saw it included auto repairs. Is that also a policy on repairs or is that a discount? Discount. And you can schedule them online. You can work with shops that we've worked with, things like that.
Stiggs has a question.
Are the members helping other members look over deals and purchase vehicles? 100%. Yeah, that's the whole community forum. For YA Plus, is the broker service a definite go, or is it still in the pilot stage just about the broker? No, we're going to have brokers in the future. We've got one lined up. If you want to work with a broker that we've partnered with, email me, zach@joinyaa.com. But we will have broker services available through CarEdge in the future.
Very cool.
Let's see. Thank you, Greg. Yes, we are running a promotion in fall. 20% off. Also $100 off on VSCs.
Yes.
VSC 100. But that's what I can't wait about to move to the discount model. It's going to be called Car Edge Plus, but we'll have YAA Plus. The VSC, we're not even going to sell with a $500 markup. It's going to be even less. It's going to be the members only price. It's going to be even lower. So I'm excited about that. All right, let's see, Dad. There's a reason.
Will there be? Well,
cars.
if somebody doesn't want to become a YAA Plus or Car Edge Plus member,
yeah,
would they still be able to buy the warranty at $500 over our cost? And those who are members will be able to buy it at a substantial discount off of that $500?
Exactly. Yes. We're doing Costco. We're doing the Costco model where like we might make up to about 10% on the members pricing. And then we're going to make $500 on the warranty, or we make a little bit of money. Like the whole idea is Costco model. You're going to make, we make money from members and then we pass on the discounts to everyone else.
Will they be able to get a Hebrew National hot dog and a Pepsi for $1.50 from us?
No.
I'm just curious.
Thank you, Justice, for dropping the link in the chat. We've got from Tommy Bernard. Tommy, Tommy, you got a podcast. Bring this on, man. We got the nice mics back there. We'll join you.
Yeah.
Remember us small folk when you're laying on your private island in a Speedo, Pops?
No. I mean, I'll always remember us small folks, but no, was even on a private island, I wouldn't be caught dead in a Speedo.
What is the fee for Car Edge? There's going to be a free one. If you guys would, I could even share it on the screen. We're working through the tiers right now. There's the free. There's probably going to be the $120 a year price. And then there might be an even more expensive one where you get more like phone support, FaceTime with someone, things like that. Justice, are you able to text Ray and Zach to maybe get an update on tonight? Yeah, Justice, if you text me something, I'll look at my phone. Sure. We've got a subscriber from Canada, Dad.
Wow.
Say something to our Canadian friends.
How are the Alouettes doing this year, eh?
Nice.
Yeah. Your old baseball team, the Montreal Expos. Well, they're here in DC.
Were they my old baseball team?
They were one of Canada's two baseball teams, Major League Baseball teams. The one in Toronto, and there was one in Montreal, and it was the Montreal Expos, and then eventually, they ended up moving to Washington, DC.
Sorry, I was on my phone. What'd you say?
Forget it.
Forget about it.
I didn't say that. I don't talk like that. I'm not from New York.
All right. How about this? Can we switch gears for a second?
I'm from Philly.
Can we talk about something important?
Well, yeah. You want to show them what you did today?
Oh, I'm really proud. Yeah, I'm training for my half Ironman. But no, I'm not going to talk about that.
Okay.
You ready?
I suppose.
We talked about this on the Ray and Zach channel, but we needed to do it here on the main channel, Dad. Earlier this week. Boom. It's this one. Yep. Earlier this week.
I have to talk about these people again.
Oh, no, this is the good one. I clicked on the wrong one.
Okay, cool.
Earlier this week.
Yes.
18 states' attorney generals wrote a letter to the FTC supporting the implementation of those new rules that we've been talking about. We've been beating the drum on.
Yes.
What a great, beautiful thing.
That is correct.
The state's attorney generals, and let's zoom out here so we can all see it.
17 states plus the Washington, D.C.
The attorneys generals in Illinois, who, if you remember correctly,
the attorneys general of
Illinois. If you're playing along at home, they fined Napleton $10 million earlier this year.
Yes.
Iowa, Maryland, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Washington, D.C., Hawaii, Minnesota, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, Oregon, Rhode Island, and Washington submitted their comments supporting the FTC's proposed rules. Now, on the opposite end of the spectrum, give me a second. With OBS not working, it's a little bit harder.
There were 6 senators who wrote to the FTC.
There were 6 senators who wrote to the FTC in opposition of their proposed rules to rein in shady car dealer practices. Those 6 senators would be.
There, you got to keep going down.
The Honorable Cynthia M. Loomis, John Thune, Todd Young, Shelley Moore Capito, Mike Lee, and Dan Sullivan. These 4 rules, if you haven't been following along, these 4 rules are advertised price is the actual price, No additional products that have no value. Nitro-Fill tire, for example. Vinet is another example. Cash buyers are not discriminated against in enhanced consent for finance
products
and insurance products.
Yes.
Yeah, we were all. I was flustered when I saw that letter. I was upset.
Why?
Because it makes me think that the efforts and things that we do are pointless when people in power essentially can influence. I mean, the NADA wrote that letter and just had 6 senators sign it. That's
Pretty
what it felt
much,
like.
yes. Well, yeah, because it was nothing but the NADA's talking points in the beginning of the letter.
Made me sad.
Yeah, but hopefully there was enough groundswell from members of our community and other communities and other dealers out there who were actually in favor of it. And dealers who run a clean operation, who do it. Jude, stop it. Is there a way to
how
cut
do we
Jude
block?
off?
How do we?
But the dealerships, and there are dealerships that do run clean
Jude has a
operations.
question, so we'll answer
and
that, yeah.
and what I mean by clean operations is that they do business in a way that is customer friendly, that they're not trying to utilize all the scams that a lot of dealerships out there utilize. And so many of those dealers have written to the FTC in favor of the proposals, because those proposals, and I'll say this again, those proposals, if they go into effect, only matter if they're actually enforced. Now, I saw someone in one of the comments say, yeah, well, those 18 states attorney general, well, they can't do anything. Well, that's not so. The FTC is a federal regulation. There are state regulations.
We saw in Maryland the Coons Group get fined $1 million.
Yes. Yeah. So and there are consumer affairs divisions in every state's attorney general office. So yes, things can actually get done on a state level as well. But none of it matters. None of it matters if there is no enforcement. And so that there needs to be enforcement of it, and there needs to be hefty fines, suspension of dealer licenses, take away the dealership's ability to make a living if they continue
take advantage of
if they continue to violate the rules and regulations as stated.
Jude's got a question.
Okay.
I haven't been here for about a year. Can we post in the back office to rent from a member and give? Wait, what is this? I haven't been here for about a year. Can we post in the back office to rent from a member? I don't understand this.
Well, I remember Jude. I really do.
I have food stamps. That doesn't make me feel any better about you giving us money.
No, it makes us
feel
worse.
Bad.
Yeah.
Any updates on the family that had the brand new Jeep Grand Wagoneer that died on them on a trip? Did Josh ever give us a? Stellantis, I don't think ever did anything.
Well, they didn't do much. They offered a settlement. They offered them $2,500, and they wanted them to sign that. Hey, he's good to go.
You
can't talk about this anymore. You can't sue us for.
I don't think he signed it.
I don't think he did either. And I think at that point he was going to get in touch with an attorney.
We've got a really thoughtful contribution from Santa Claus. And if Santa Claus is who I'm thinking...
It is. It's exactly who it is.
We got hacked by Santa Claus one night. Let's just leave it at that.
Let's just say that oftentimes this time of year, Santa has way more time on his hands than he knows what to do with. So he figured out how to hack into the show one night.
Thank you for the thoughtful contribution.
Thank you so much.
Well, you're putting it towards the security budget here at YAA. Slick Road says, I met Lucky Lopez 2 weeks ago and he speaks highly of you guys. We tricked him. Lucky's a good guy. We used to live out in Las Vegas. It's a shame we never got to spend time with him. But that was during peak COVID. So,
yes, it really was.
Yeah, pre-vaccine. Randy says, do you think the market will shift by summer 2023? I think it.
You do? I don't.
I do.
Okay.
I think the consumer demand just continues to weaken.
Well, I believe consumer demand will weaken, but I don't think it'll be a major shift. If there isn't a major influx of new cars, I don't see a major shift in the market. The only thing that would make me think there could be a major shift in the market is if we actually enter a recession.
Yeah. Which I
And
think,
now I know there's some people who've said,
did you not watch or read the title of tonight's stream? Your son proclaimed car market recession 2023.
well, there you have it. So, ladies and gentlemen, things are going to be getting much better for you.
If you're gonna buy something, I think so.
Yeah, there you have it.
We've got from Jason. He says, "Help me buy a Wrangler." Jason, the way that we can help you buy a Wrangler, we got a lot of stuff that we can do now to help
Yeah.
you buy a Wrangler. Go to joinyaa.com. Just start there, Jason.
Yes.
If you become a member, use fall20 for the code. We can connect you to brokers. We can help you as you navigate the purchase process. Like the whole way there, we can help you.
And
Go to the forum.
And you shouldn't have to pay anywhere near MSRP
No.
or above on a Jeep.
So Tellin, thank you, Tellin.
Yes,
Tellin's
he
an
works
incredible.
for-
He works for a dealership. Yep.
Yeah.
Tellin's an incredible community member.
He really is.
This, when it's blank, usually I think means it's one of those stickers.
Go ahead, go crazy.
You go crazy. No, but see, the thing is that
There's no music.
Well, but we have more room. Here, I'll move the green screen.
Oh God!
You
No,
can
I'm not.
stand.
No,
Go
I'm not
stand.
standing. No,
I'll stand
stop.
with you.
No,
I'll stand with you. Let's
absolutely
stand
not. No, I'm telling you right now, I'm not standing. You can make all the room you want to make. It doesn't matter. There's a limit to what I'm willing to do.
They won't even be able to see our heads. Come on.
Yeah, no, I'm not. No, they'll be able to see my fat ass body. No.
Since when are you? See, Mark just gave us another. Come on, Mark.
Son
Thank
of a
you, Mark. Here, stand up. It's fun. You are who you are. You're
Yeah.
beautiful. Ready? Let's do a dance together.
Yeah, buddy. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that's for the fight later tonight that I'm watching. Okay. I got my pay-per-view.
He's got his pay-per-view.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Mark.
Were those body shots to
Thank
the
you, Tom.
NADA?
Yeah, that was, yeah. And I might have hit one of the male senators a little below the belt. Hope they were wearing their cup.
Tellin, we're in Bethesda. But we've got roots out in Annapolis, so maybe we can all meet
Yeah,
up. Send me an
yeah.
email, Tellin. Maybe we can all spend some time together.
Yeah.
All right. We had another comment come in that I want to pull up.
Yeah.
Ray, what was the best car brand you sold as a total line of cars? Oh my God.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Things went to hell in a handbasket earlier in the show. We couldn't get on the air. There were camera failures. It's the back in the when I really first started in the business.
Huh.
I was at Admiral Nissan for 12 years. And at that time, back from 77 to 89, they built pretty decent cars.
Nissan?
Yeah, they really did.
Back from 77 to 89.
Now there were some cars that they built that like the F10
Yeah.
was one of the ugliest cars you'd ever find in your life. And as the service manager said at that time, he says, that car was the answer to the question nobody ever asked. Like somebody might have said, hey, what would be the ugliest car we could produce? Or the Stanza wagon. And I used to tell people to get real close to the Stanza wagon. You got to stand really close to it. They said, well, why? I said, because the further back you get, the uglier you're gonna realize it is. So I don't want you to take it in from a
Stanza
distance.
wagon. Let's pull one up.
Oh yeah, Stanza. 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 Stanza wagon.
Give me a second. Let me
You
share
got to
my
find the
screen.
wagon, not
I
just the
know.
regular Stanza.
Give me a second.
I don't know that I ever represented any good brands per se. There you have it. Yeah, it was really
Oh man.
an incredibly
You
ugly
gotta
car.
stand really close to it.
Yes. The further back you stand, the uglier you realize it really is.
Wow.
They even made it in an all-wheel drive. You know what vehicle I love that they came out with, other than the Z, because I had one at one time.
Huh.
But when they first came out with the Pathfinder, the original Pathfinder, that was a hell of a vehicle, the Pathfinder.
Yeah.
When they first came out with it. What brands have I represented?
You've done. Yeah, let's run through it really quick. You sold.
I started at Ayanaco Motors
So that was Suzuki.
in West Berlin, New Jersey, and that was Dodge and Subaru. Okay, and this was
You
back.
must have been selling the first Subarus on the East Coast, man.
Well, not the first, but
close.
You know, I'll never forget the first time I opened the hood to show the engine to somebody, and that's when I realized, well, that's a pretty bad place for the spare tire, because you know heat kind of destroys the rubber in the spare tire because it dries it the hell out. You know, so let's hope you never get that flat. But the first car I ever sold was a Subaru.
Wow.
Yeah.
You remember the first car deal?
It was a Subaru. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then I went to a Chrysler store for a short period of time. I didn't sell good stuff. And then I opened the Nissan store in Atlantic City, Admiral Nissan. It was Admiral Datsun at the time. I started 2 weeks before we opened. I was there for 12 years. Wow. Then went out to Arizona to open a golf store. I had a Golf USA franchise, Shankshot Shefskas, Golf USA. Yeah.
And then I went back to the car business.
After I went bankrupt, I went back to the car business. And I was at a Volkswagen Mazda store.
Okay, I didn't know you did that.
Yeah, Burge Mazda.
Oh, yeah, Burge Mazda.
And then from there, I went to Sun Pontiac, which was one of the 26 standalone Pontiac stores in America. And that was about. Does anybody remember the movie Used Cars? Well, that was a great movie. I think Kurt Russell was in it. And that was actually filmed about a mile down the street from Sun Pontiac.
Really?
Yes. That was and from there, I went to Acura. I was with Acura for 12 years.
You had and then post Acura, you were at an Audi dealership, Mini dealership. Yeah. You worked for Mercedes-Benz for a small period of time.
Yeah.
Very small.
Sure.
Yeah, you've been all over the place.
Well, pretty much. But you
had an opportunity. It would have been interesting, and I always wonder how your career would have panned out. You had an opportunity to manage a Ferrari dealership.
Yes.
Yeah, that would have been interesting.
Yes.
That would have been a totally different line of work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And the reason I wanted that job was, well, it would have paid really well. And then the area manager said, well, no, it's a lateral move. We're not going to pay anymore. Really?
Yeah. And we would have had to move to Las Vegas.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So whatever. That did not happen. So, but you know, I because at the time I think I was the new car manager at our Acura store in North Scottsdale, and I think that time there were about 300 Acura dealers in the country. And so I thought to myself, you know, I'm one of 300.
Yeah.
And there was an opportunity, a potential opportunity to go to our Ferrari store, Ferrari Maserati in Las Vegas. And I thought to myself, and at that time, I think there were 36 Ferrari dealerships in the country. And I thought to myself, I would want to be one of 36. That would have been, in my mind, having reached the pinnacle of my career, where I was as a manager in a store like that, where, you know, there's only 36 of them in the country.
Did you ever have aspirations of like owning a dealership, being a dealer principal?
I did not.
Never.
No.
You know, it was just like, well, like
I didn't have enough money.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll never forget one of the first people I worked for. John Inman was his name. He was a wonderful fellow, a great closer. He's the one that mentored me and taught me the business. And he said to me, he said, Ray, you should have a 3-year plan. Within a year, you should be in a management position. Within 2 years, you should be in a general manager's position. And within 3 years, you should be on track to have a dealership. And if you're not on track to have a dealership, you should do yourself a favor and get the hell out.
Really?
Well, and I didn't do myself that favor and get the hell out. You know, I ended up spending close to 43 years in the industry. But yeah, John, I mean, he taught me how to appraise a car. He taught me what to look for. He He taught me how to get on my hands and knees underneath the car,
Really?
look at the frame, look for rust, look down the side of the car for waves, look for how they would fade the paint in, look for overspray. Um, what to listen for. Um, yeah, he was the one that, and he was the one that gave me my first management job, which was he made me upsheet manager because we had in the old days we had a huge piece of paper that you put the customer's name and address and phone number and the vehicle they were interested in, the trade if they had one, and what the outcome was. And it was a sheet, and you had to put a new one out every day. And somebody had to stand over the salespeople to make sure that they put the information on the upsheet. So John appointed me the upsheet manager. And then I became the general manager of the dealership after John was unfortunately died in an automobile accident. But yeah, so yeah, I should have listened to him and tried, but I didn't have the money, and I don't know that I really had the desire to actually want to own a dealership. I had the desire to want to try and change how we ran some of the dealerships, because I remember when I was at Admiral Datsun and then it became Admiral Nissan, and our original location was at Route 9 and the Black Horse Pike in Pleasantville, New Jersey. And it was in the old Lubick Cadillac store. And I mean old, it was built in the 1930s.
That's old.
Okay, it was old. And the owner decided that he was going to put up a new facility behind the old facility. And I remember having a conversation with him, and this was in 86 or 87. And I said, we do a lot of things in the business that just don't make sense to me. I said, we put up all these barriers between us and the customers. We have the salesperson sit behind the desk. We have the customers sit in front of the desk. We've already established who's in charge. Mm-hmm. It's the salesperson or the sales manager. It's not the customer. I said, what if in the new showroom, instead of having desks for salespeople where they work with the customers, we had things like love seats and comfortable chairs and coffee tables, and you sat around and you broke down all those artificial barriers that we erect so that we can feel as if we have control over the customer, and we make it more conversational and more collaborative. And Herman looked at me, he said, "You're out of your mind."
Yeah.
But I really wasn't out of my mind. I was just ahead of my time, because that's really the way it should be done. It shouldn't, and I used to teach salespeople. I said, geez, if you want to get control, when you bring your customers in and they're getting ready to sit down, say, "Oh my God, could you do me a favor? That's my chair. That's where I normally sit. Would you mind sitting in this chair?" Well, if the person got up, they abdicated control to you directly. And then, obviously once you have control, it usually becomes easier to get to the close where somebody actually buys the product. But I didn't want there to have to, I just wanted there to be tables. I just wanted there to be comfort.
I want to pull up a chat message, Dad. Okay. I appreciate the stories, and I think everyone here does.
Well, I don't know if they do or they don't, but they're, it's part of my history.
Listen to this story.
Yes.
2019 BMW X4 30i.
Yes.
I bought it 7 months ago for $50,000 plus $4,500 in tax.
Yeah.
I'm looking to sell now, and I got offered 32, 36, and 39. Okay. If I sold for 39, I'm taking a $15,000 loss. I won out of the X4 into an X5.
Well, okay. Let me help you.
There's a lot of things to unpack.
But let me help you with the math. You're taking an $11,000 loss. The taxes are the taxes. If you trade it in, you would get the tax benefit on that $39,000 if that's the trade-in amount. But it's certain subsets of the used car market have depreciated more than others. Luxury, crossovers, and SUVs are one of those subsets.
What are they down? They're down 11%. Yeah,
11.2% in the last 19 weeks. Yeah. So if you buy at the top of the market, and I understand that you want to get out of it, but now might not be the time. Although, as somebody once said, and I said it just the other day, when it came to dealers who refused to sell their cars at the auction right away, your first loss is usually your best loss. If you wait longer, those offers could go down even further.
Well, they will. I think the unfortunate reality. If you haven't, and this is again, I put the link at the scroll bar at the bottom because we're just kind of chit chatting tonight.
Yeah,
we have all the tools you need back on the website between the services we offer, the experts on our team that are here to coach you.
Yes,
the sell tab. Click on it. Get the offers from CarWiser. See what dealers in your area. Maybe there's a dealer who will pay more than $39,000.
And maybe
if you're going to buy insurance,
should try this.
Yeah, try it.
The cost of doing this is zero. Everything inside of this circle, absolutely, it costs you nothing.
If you're searching for a car, search here. If you're going to buy insurance, auto, home, renters, search here. Warranty. We make our $500. Thank you to everyone who ends up purchasing from us instead of going with the other guys who spam you to sell you crap. Finance and refinance. Next week we should be up with our first one. I know I've said that for a while now, but I just got an email yesterday.
You say that every week.
Well, I'll keep saying it, Pops.
Okay, you'll say it till it's true.
And then
yes,
we got the discounts coming on maintenance, repairs, and all that fun stuff as well soon. Texas lovely lady. I think that's a you thing, unfortunately, because I'm fairly certain everyone else can hear us. Let's jump to Tyler. Thank you, Tyler. Found you this past week, and I'm looking at Toyota Camrys. I'm stuck between looking at buying used around 2015 or leasing new. Thoughts?
Well, I don't know that Toyota has strong lease deals at the moment. Most manufacturers do not. I do know that there's typically at the moment a shortage of Toyotas. That it might be very difficult to find a brand new one in a timely manner. If you could get a brand new one at MSRP, I would suggest you buy that as opposed to buying the pre-owned 2015.
Yeah, and I would say jump over on the community forum, join YAA.com/community. Let's see if some other folks can give you some answers there as well. Here we go. What do you guys think I can do? Say 18, sorry, Muget, but honestly, I think we're in trouble if we do stuff with people under 18. So I don't know.
What do I do?
What this person's 16, Dad.
I do. I'm a 16-year-old trying to understand the car market. Well,
just keep watching.
You can keep watching the videos and go to the forum and learn. That's what you do.
MSRP for a 4Runner, yeah. MSRP for a 4Runner is a fair deal in today's market.
It is today.
10%. If you're buying a used car right now, ask for 10% off. That would be my suggestion. And also track the price history.
Yeah.
Here, let's do a quick demonstration of this because it's important. If the price has already come down 10%, then maybe don't expect to get the 10%.
Yeah, you might not get an additional 10%.
Name.
Acura.
MDX.
Yeah, sure. One of my favorites.
It's the most popular car. Let's do.
I know there was a black one at a Porsche dealer in Rockville.
Let's do days on market over. Let's do over 60. Is this the one? No, that's at an Acura dealership. So this has been on the dealer's lot for 80 days. So let's take a peek. So the first thing I do.
Well, that's because you're in Texas.
Yeah, but that's fine. Whatever.
Okay.
I mean,
the one
nationwide.
Yeah, but the one in Rockville wasn't going to show up.
But here, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. This was the first one I clicked on. They had listed it for sale August 15th, $36,589. What's it currently listed at? $34,971. Last time I checked, that's like a 7 to 8% drop in price.
That's about $1,500, isn't it?
So 6%, something like that. So
isn't that about $1,500?
I would be going in and I'd be offering $34,971 out the door. Not advertisement. That's what. Why not? Why not? Aged unit sitting there. Why not?
Sure, you can try.
You can try.
The worst they can do is say no.
Thank you.
They might not even negotiate with you, but they might. They might come back and go, well, we can't do 30, whatever that number was out the door.
Dad, you answer this one because I'm fairly certain I just showed it, but you answer it.
Well, you go to our damn website.
Just click the freaking website.
Yeah, click on the buy button and plug in whatever type of car you're looking for in your area. Scroll down and it will show you how many days it's been in inventory. You can even sort by how many days.
Maybe someone in the chat, can you explain how to
show
do
it again? Just show it one more time. It's
We'll start from the start.
yeah,
Name a new car.
Okay. How about a Buick?
Enclave?
Sure. We don't know where this person lives, but you can put in your zip code so you can search in your area and you can filter by days on market.
Right here. So let's do more than 60.
Now it'll pull up cars that have been in dealers' inventory for 60 days or longer.
And it says, you can see it.
Yeah, 76 days on market.
Let's go back up to this top one, though.
Okay. And that's been on the market.
It'll also say it down here. 144 days.
Okay.
So when it was brand new in 2019, it was $40,291. When they first listed it for sale, $35,500. They jacked it up to $36,500. They had it all the way up to $37,000 back in. So this is the most recent. There you go. Sorry, look at the dates. This was last year. So this is more recently.
Yes.
They had it at $37,883. They're down to
34,400.
No, 32,900.
Okay. So there.
They're down $5,000. There. Boom. Did you hear that?
I heard the boom.
No. Did you hear that other? It was the bubble bursting. Oh!
Yeah, it was the used car recession, ladies and gentlemen.
Car market recession 2020.
Yeah. Okay. You're pretty funny. I can totally see Ray cruising in a Buick Enclave. Santa Claus, I probably would refuse to even appraise it. I've appraised some real pieces of poo in my day. I can tell you that.
We've got Dad from Taylor. When do you expect dealer prices to drop in general? I mean, we're seeing it.
I remember when I was at the Nissan store in Pleasantville, and somebody brought a car in, and the driver's seat was like bent. And I jokingly said, because you know me, I joke about just about everything. So I said to the customer, I said, was anybody killed in the accident?
Oh,
and he goes, yeah, the driver. I go, oh my God. I'm sorry to hear it.
He must have been killed, Dad.
Yeah, I did not feel good about that.
I'm gonna see if I can log in really quick. I don't know if I know my I don't know my login.
Well,
I was gonna show everyone. I was really proud of myself.
Yeah.
If you're on Strava, if you're an athlete on Strava, are you on Strava, Dad?
Well, the key was you said if you're an athlete.
Add me on Strava. I had good workouts that you can add.
You can't read it. You can't see it. It's yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
well.
if you were an athlete. So that ruled me out right there.
So
Thank
is the
you,
price?
Larry.
Thank you, Larry. Is the price listed on YAA set in stone? Go Phillies, Eagles. No,
No,
prices are negotiable.
yeah, those are the prices that the dealer's advertising, and then we give you the best estimate as to what the out-the-door pricing should be with the fees.
Monthly payment calculator coming soon in November. You'll also be able to pull in the CarWiser data there. It'll be pretty cool.
And may I say something? Those vehicles that you see listed when you do a car search on our website, dealers are not paying us to have their cars listed. Those listings are taken from their websites. We scrape their websites to, I believe it's a very technical IT term. We scrape their web. There's little people that go in every night and scrape the stuff off their website.
You know,
no, that's not how it works.
even if they were little people, you just call them people.
There were people with little
Crazy
scrapers.
God, thank you, thank you.
There were people with little scrapers that go into dealerships. I hate being politically correct.
I know, but it's important. You don't want to. Anyway.
You don't want to offend people.
Yeah, but you want to be respectful,
Yeah,
Dad.
I'm trying to be respectful. I do my
we
best to
just-
be
it was good. We're
respectful.
good.
But anyway, so the websites are scraped every night, and we pull the information that the dealership lists. So they're not paying for us to advertise their cars.
No.
We're just scraping their websites. The price that's listed
Yeah,
is the
Blaze
price.
has it right then. We break into the dealer's websites. Okay, that is also the approach.
With little scrapes.
No, yeah, okay, yes.
So yeah, so the stuff's not set in stone.
No.
Go Phillies and
Go Eagles.
maybe after the Cardinals.
Yeah.
That was one of the wonderful things, may I say, back in 1962, 63, and 64.
You're dating yourself.
Well, everybody knows I'm 71. It's not a secret.
Yeah, true.
Back in 62, 63, and 70 and 64, I was a Philadelphia Eagles season ticket holder with my brother when they played in Franklin Field. Zach and I are Arizona Cardinals fans.
Trying to be.
Well, we're disappointed with how they performed this week, but we are. We try to go to a game every year. And so when the Eagles play the Cards, I can never be disappointed by whatever the outcome is.
Well, the Cardinals will disappoint you no matter what.
Yeah, but I do prefer that the Cardinals win. But if they don't and they lose, I'm okay because I've been around the Eagles for a long time.
Let's call it a night, Pops.
Okay, whatever you want to do. I'm here for you, buddy. This is what I do. I hang out with you on a Saturday night.
Yeah. Maybe we could do it one other night during the week where we don't do car stuff, where we just hang. Just you, me, just hanging.
Sure. Yeah, we can talk about anything.
Would people watch that? Again, I know we asked earlier, but would people watch that? Because I think it'd be fun.
Well,
no
there'll probably be 8 or 10 people that would go, yeah, let's hang out.
What if we had a GoPro cam, like where we
have to start doing the man in the street stuff.
Yeah.
Where we interview people and ask them what kind of car they drive, how much they pay for it, and what their monthly payment is.
I think that, we're gonna and we should do, when we hang out, we should also invite Justice and Mario and Phil and Ashley, Kimberly, Jennifer if she wants to join.
Whoever wants to be there, yeah,
that'll be fun. We can all hang out, and we gotta do the man in the street stuff. I gotta get a mic for that. We don't have enough. Oh yeah, people use their phones. Okay, we're gonna call it a night. Thank you everyone for being here with us. If you need legitimate one-to-one help, if you're trying to buy a car right now, you're confused, you need help, go to the website, please. Join YAA.com. We have a great product. We have a great team there. We've got, I'm really proud of what we've built. Tonight's show,
you started out flustered.
A little flustered.
When we have technical difficulties like that, it really it throws you off.
Yeah, it does.
It disappoints you.
It does.
I know. I'm trying to explain, and so it threw you off your game tonight.
Was I off all night?
No, but the first 15 minutes we were on the webcam. And it wasn't pretty.
But we
persevered.
We played through the pain.
We didn't go on IRR.
There's no off days.
Yeah, no. So and next week maybe we'll call somebody up from the practice squad.
Maybe we will. Here, we're gonna give everyone just a quick.
What are we doing?
You're just gonna do like a good night parting shot, like.
And what?
All right. What are your final words?
Well, I want everybody, if you're looking to buy a car, go out there, be educated, be nice. You don't necessarily have to be snarky. Be firm.
Look at the camera.
Be firm, and if they
Talk to the camera, hands in the camera.
Son of a bitch. And if they don't want to work with you, vote with your feet. Get the hell up and get the hell out. It's just that simple. Be strong. You can do this.
Okay. Well, now I got to get back to computers.
No, you don't. I know how to hit the end broadcast button. Yeah. What? Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, this is if ever we've had a show that was off the rails, this is that show. Yeah. He's coming, ladies and gentlemen.
Good night.
That's it. We're done. We'll be back on Monday.